Hello everyone. So far you have seen particles before, circles fading out and floating away. But this one is different. See, when I click, a spark arises, an explosion like particle, spark. These are the sparks with rotating squares, each one tumbling through the air with its own spin, its own speed and its own direction. Gravity pulls them downwards, and it has its own direction, and friction slows them, and when they fade they don't just like disappear easily, they burn out. That's how I created it. So when I click the canvas, you can see 120 canvas particles create when with a single click, and the number of explosions is also counted. This is what we are going to build today. So welcome to Scratch Start. Today we are going to build a particle explosion effect. So this is the initial browser output without any necessary JavaScript sections. And let's go to the coding quickly. And I'm not going to create write all the things from the start. I'm just write only the crucial parts to save time, save some time. I have created the variables using identifiers, all the necessary things, the button controls, variables and everything. And canvas resize is the standard thing we have written throughout all the problems. We have written this, and these are the global variants. And the only thing I have added new here is explosions, because the explosion is the one operation that is happening here. And these are the colors array, and this is the particle creation class. With this also I have created in the previous video, and I have also explained this before. The only thing I have added new is the rotation and the rotation speed. These are the two new things I have added. And now let's go directly to the explosion part. To create the explosion, we have to write the function for this. So for that I am creating a variable amount, and this value I am assigning the value as 120, and I am using for loop to loop the explosion effect continuously. Let initial amount is 0 and I should be less than the amount value, and it should increment by 1. And inside that we have to push the particles, new particle creator, to the particles array. This is the standard thing we have done in the previous problems too, the previous exercise too, but I am doing it here. Add as the new particle with coordinates x and y. And then we have to add the explosions too. So the explosions should increment by 1. So explosions, it will increment by 1. And next, this function is to create the explosion. Now I have shown in the introduction, when I click the canvas the explosion happens. So we have to add the event functions, that is, when the click event is happening it should create an explosion. So for that I am creating a variable called rect, and this is calculated with the canvas's get bounding client. And we are going to calculate the x coordinate using event dot client x minus rectangle's left size left, and create the y coordinate using events client y minus rect top, and then we can create the explosions and change the text content to create explosion with coordinates x and y and we have to change the status. I have shown in the introduction to statuses. Text content should be changed with explosion. Now that's all. Now, and next to create clicking explosion event is also created. Now we have another button function called random burst. Go to the browser, you can see here, see random burst. Now we have to write the function for this. For to create a random burst, I am going to create use the math random method. For that, I am calculating the x coordinate using math random method. Math randoms x coordinate means canvas's width, and then we calculate y coordinate using same math random method, and here we are using canvas's height, and then we can create the explosion. And then we have to change the status to text content status to status text content, random burst. So one section is finished. Next is we have to update the particles. This is also a very similar, in fact the same function we have written in the previous problems. The only thing new here is also the rotation. That's all. Now we have to draw the particles here. So to draw the particles, for each of the elements in the particles array, for each I am writing a function with parameter p, that is the parameter is each particle. To start the initial function, I have to save the previous particles created, and then I am declaring the global alpha as particles alpha value, and then we have to translate the particle in x with the x and y coordinate, and it should also rotate in a way. Then only we can make the glow happen, the spark happen naturally. So ctx.translate with p dot x coordinate is and p dot y as y coordinate, and then we have to rotate it. So ctx rotate p dot rotation multiplied with mat pi value divided by 180, and then we have to give the ball a glow. So give ball the glow, ctx shadow color is color of the ball, that is color of the particle, and then the shadow blur. For the shadow blur, I am giving shadow blur intensity as 15. Then we should also generate the spark. So for the spark, using ctx fill style is color of the particle, and then it is filled. I am going to fill it using FillRect method. I am using negative p radius, that means it is in a decremental fashion. So using negative value here, p dot radius divided by 2 and minus p dot radius divided by 2 then get the p dot radius value and another time the p dot radius value. Now it will easily it will create a spark, and then we have to use the ctx restore to make it smooth. ctx restore. Next function is we have to clear the frame. That means you can see in the browser there is a clear button. We have to functionality for this button, add functionality. So here ctx fill style, we have to change it using the RGBA value. RGBA 511 and alpha is 0.25, and then I'm using ctx.fillRect method to clear the canvas. I'm giving all the values as 0 so that it will get cleared. 0 0 canvas as width and canvas as height. And then next function is update UI. This is the same function as we did in the previous problems too. The only thing additional is we have to add the explosion count here, and then animation loop same as the previous. The play button, pause button, clear button, and everything is same. We don't have to write all the codes again and again. So now let's go to the browser and see what is the output we are going to get. So now let's do the refresh. See, when it is in status ready, it is the initial position. The status is ready, the explosions are 0, and the particles created are 0. The particles will get updated only when we create the explosion. So I am clicking the browser. See, the 120 particles created 0 and 1 explosion occurred, and the status, it is in explosion. When we click, it will explode. So I am clicking again, it is updated, and this is also getting updated. So when I click twice or thrice and simultaneously 2 times, the particles will get updated to here too. Initially it is 120. When I click 2 times, it is 240. See, 240. So it is working and it is updating correctly. And yeah, this is the pretty much basic canvas operation. It can be used for many purposes like smoke effect, spark effect, raining effect, and different types of effects. You can use this as a base for different types of effects. So yeah, I hope you this video helped you understand things, and yeah, I will meet you guys in the next session. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave comment about what you think about this video and what more I can do. And yeah, and I will meet you guys in the next session. Thank you.